Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Laura, and today we're going to be filming a first impressions on Merit Beauty. So Merit Beauty actually reached out and sent me a generous PR package featuring some of their products as well as their limited edition black velvet makeup case that's going to be coming in with all of the orders made from now till Christmas. Merit is also one of the Clean at Sephora beauty brands, so their products are cruelty-free, they are vegan, they use a lot of really good ingredients for your skin, such as vitamin B5 and plant-based squalene. Their packaging is 100% recyclable and biodegradable, which is also awesome. So let's just take a look at the things that they sent me. So this is the makeup bag that it comes with. I don't think the camera is picking up on the detail that well, but it's kind of like a velvety black bag. It's very soft. You can machine wash it if you want to. And then it has the little Merit logo written over here. And pretty much you just kind of like tie it if you want to close it. And it goes like that. So this bag is going to be a complimentary gift on all orders placed from now till December 24th. Let's go ahead and take a look at the things that I got. So I think there's like 6 products in here. I haven't opened any of them. Yeah, so 6 products. The first thing is the Minimalist Perfecting Complexion Stick. I think this is like a concealer slash contour cream. I got it in the shade Linen. Actually, this product is meant to be a foundation and a concealer, and I think you can still use the darker shades as contour if you prefer that. Next up, they sent me a blending brush. This is the brush number 1. I think it's the only brush they sell, and that's kind of what it looks like. So it's very soft. I feel like it'd be great for blending out cream products. Next, we've got a highlighting balm. I think this is a highlighter stick. I got it in the shade Cava. This looks pretty. Next up is a mascara. Oh, I love the square packaging. So this guy is the Clean Lash Lengthening Mascara. And then they also sent me the Brow 1980 Volumizing Pomade. I got it in the shade Brown. That's what the packaging looks like. I'm actually obsessed with the packaging. This just looks very fancy and high quality. And last up, we got a lip oil. This guy is in the shade Taupe. Like a very pretty nude. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face, and then we're gonna be able to test out some of these products. My skin is prepped. I'm not gonna use any foundation because I actually want to try out this complexion stick as both my foundation and the concealer today. And I'm gonna blend it out with the brush as well. So I don't know if I should apply this directly, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna apply it mainly on my scarring. I'm gonna use the brush to kind of just blend things in. The product is actually pretty thick. It feels a lot like a thick cream. The coverage is very minimal. I think this is meant to be like a lighter coverage minimalistic product. I'm gonna see if it's buildable at all. So we're gonna go ahead and add another layer, and then I'm actually gonna try buffing. Alright, so I'm noticing some pilling happening. I think the foundation might not be reacting well to the primer that I used. So from afar it looks pretty good, but then when I look up close I can notice it texturizing some of my skin. I don't know if the camera is going to be picking up on it. I think it's just because it's a bit of a thicker product. My skin tends to do better with lighter weight foundations, especially for foundations. For concealer this might work well, so let's go ahead and try it. I'm just gonna put a little bit. I'm not gonna put too much. Just a little bit on this side. I definitely like it a lot better as a concealer rather than a foundation. It looks very nice under my under eyes. You can still see a bit of my dark circles peeking through, but it's not meant to be a full coverage product anyways, and it looks very natural, and the coverage is okay for me. Like, I don't personally mind if my dark circles peek through a little bit, and that's just kind of like the difference on one side of my face and the other. I'm not going to put anything on my forehead because I don't like putting foundation on my forehead anyways. I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side of my face, and then we'll move on to the next product. Alright, so that's it with my whole face done. I definitely like this a lot better as a concealer. I haven't set anything with powder yet. I'm just going to see how that performs without powder while I finish off the base. And then if I feel the need to set my under eye creases, then I'm gonna do that. I also feel like this would be a good product for spot concealing. So like for example, I had this really dark spot over here, and it did a really good job at covering it up without making it look cakey or texturized at all. But as a full foundation, I don't really like this product for myself, at least. I do have a lot of scarring going on from my acne nowadays, so that could be why. Maybe if you had more of like a smoother skin texture, this might work for you, but it just didn't do it for me personally. I think I would rather stick to using it as a concealer and spot corrector. The brush, on the other hand, performed really well. It didn't leave any streaks. I feel like it blended the product really well, and it didn't absorb a lot of the product either. Like you can see, the brush is still decently clean. So one thing I really want to try from Merit, but that's sold out literally everywhere, is their little cream blushes, but unfortunately I was not able to get it as my PR or to even purchase it myself, just because it's sold out on the Sephora website and on their own personal website. So I am not going to be using their cream blush in this product. I've heard really good things about it, and hopefully once it restocks I can get one for myself. For today, I think I'm just going to use my own cream blush. I don't know if I'm going to be going in with bronzer. I'm just going to kind of see what I'm feeling. The brand is very minimalistic, so I'd rather keep my makeup today minimalistic as well, just to kind of let the product from Merit shine. I'm just going to be using the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek in Work. This is one of my go-to cream blushes. I really like it and I love the color. It has performed really well with pretty much every base product I've applied under it, so let's see if it works well with the perfecting stick from Merit, and so far so good. I also do want to mention that the perfecting stick from Merit does seem to have a matte finish. It doesn't have any shine whatsoever, so that's also one thing to keep in mind. Alright, now that that's applied, I'm gonna go ahead and use the highlighting stick or highlighting balm. This is the shade Cava. Seems to be very creamy. Ooh, it's very, very creamy. I don't know how I feel about applying this directly to my skin, because I feel like it might disrupt some of my makeup. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it on my hand first and then apply it with a brush, which is what I do with cream blushes anyways. Very natural and subtle, and it doesn't seem to have a strong undertone either. So I feel like this would work with a lot of different skin tones. Maybe not the deepest of skin tones, but I feel like if you were even tanned, then this might still work. I think I'll actually use that same Merit brush that it came with, because why not? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply a decent amount on the back of my hand and then pick it up with the brush like that, and then just apply it on my high points. So I'm doing kind of like my the top of my cheeks. The shine is definitely very subtle. It's not an intense glow, which I personally like. If you like that kind of very intense highlighter look, then I don't think you'll like this. Maybe this can work as like a base for your highlighter, but using this on its own might not be enough. I'm actually gonna add just a little bit on the high points of my cheeks, and it blended out with the blush so nicely, so it doesn't look like I just have like a random streak of highlight on my cheeks. It's actually so beautiful. Wow, I think this is my favorite product so far. Look at that sheen. I love this. One thing I will say with this though is I would not keep this in a very warm environment, because I feel like this would melt really, really easily. Alright, so we've still got the mascara, the brow gel, and the lip oil, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the brow gel first. And what it looks like, I find it really interesting that the product is actually in the smaller end of the brow gel rather than the taller end. So I wonder how much product you get in this. 2.4 grams. I'm gonna look at like my other brow gels just for reference. So for example, the Benefit Gimme Brow has 3 grams, so it does have a little less product than the Benefit Gimme Brow, and I feel like that's typically the traditional amount of product you would get in a brow gel. Let's see how this looks. The color looks good. I like to have darker brows even though my hair is blonde now. I feel like it would match my roots better, and I like to have that contrast. The pigment is really good, and I like that it's not like a orangey brown. I feel like a lot of brown brow gels turn very orange or warm toned, and this one doesn't do that. And the brush also does not pack on too much product at once. I hate when that happens with brow gels because I want to be able to build up the product, because I feel like it's easier to build it up than to erase it, if that makes sense. Made my brows look very feathery, very volumized, got rid of any of the bald spots. Next up we'll do the mascara. So the mascara claims to be lengthening and smudge proof and also lifting, so I'm assuming this isn't going to be a very volumizing mascara, so let's go ahead and try it out. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes first. Also, just before I do that, I am noticing some creasing with the concealer, so I'm probably gonna be applying some powder before I do mascara actually. The wand is just kind of like a traditional mascara wand, nothing too special. The mascara does what it claims to. Did a great job on the length and the lifting. Of course, the curling of my lashes helped with that, but even with my bottom lashes, it's really nice and long. Another thing is my lashes did not clump up whatsoever. Like, I was going back and forth between those lashes. They did not clump up once, so that's a really nice thing. I feel like this would be such a great everyday mascara for those days where I'm like not doing a full glam or just want like a quick lift on my lashes. This would be a great product for that. Last step we have is lip oil. I wonder how much coverage you get out of this lip oil, because some lip oils are pretty sheer and then others have a lot of color. So let's test this out. Once again, this is the color Taupe. I want to say that was like medium coverage. I still feel like my lip color is peeking through, but it really provided a nice nude tint to my lips. The product is not sticky at all. It's not thick at all either. It's very lightweight. It feels a lot like a lip balm on your lips. It honestly does not feel like a lip oil at all, and it's very hydrating. Alright, so that brings us to the end of the video. I'm just gonna kind of recap my thoughts on the products. First things first is a complexion stick. Like I said, I don't think I'm a huge fan of this on my face, but I do like it as a concealer. It's a great natural product. If you're a full coverage person, I don't think you'll like this. And also if you're a very dry person, I don't think you'll like this either. But it did a really good job at evening out my skin without having all of that full coverage cakiness. My under eyes look really nice. I did have to set it with a bit of powder at one point because the creasing got really bad, so I wouldn't say that this is a creaseless product, and I don't think it claims that it is anyways. Very nice, natural, everyday product. Next up we have the brush. I actually really like this brush. I feel like it's going to be great with a bunch of my foundations. I used it as well with the highlight, and it did a good job for that too. So really nice. It's very soft, doesn't seem to absorb a lot of product, and I feel like this is going to be lasting in my collection a pretty long time. The highlighting balm is probably my number one product of the day. If you were going to buy one product from Merit, I highly insist on this one. I love the glow that it gave. It just kind of gave you that natural glow from within kind of glow, and it's not like an intense glittery, chunky, streaky highlighter. It's just very natural. It blended in with my base products really nicely. It's not very glittery, so if you're a glittery highlight person, you're not going to like this, but I really like it. I feel like it would also be a really good base for a powder highlight, so if you like a more intense glow, then you can use this as a base and then put your powder highlighter on top. The brow gel was really good as well. It did what most brow gels do, volumized, gave it a nice tint, made my brows look a lot thicker. The mascara is also another good one, probably my second favorite of the day. I really like how natural it made my lashes look. It did not clump up at all. It separated the lashes really nicely. I feel like my lashes look natural, like it doesn't even look like I have mascara on. And I feel like this is going to be my go-to for everyday makeup. The lip oil is also really nice. I want to get more shades now because I love the formula of this. It feels very nice and lightweight on the skin. It's very hydrating. I love the color too. It's a very natural color, good for everyday makeup. I would say it's more of like a medium coverage, so it's not a full impact color kind of product. I wonder if some of the darker or brighter colors would have more coverage, but I still feel like those would look nice because they'd give your lips a little bit of a tint, which would be fun. But yeah, that pretty much brings us to the end of the review. I also have an affiliate link with Merit, so I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description. And if you are going to purchase any products from Merit, which I do highly recommend, be sure to do that through my affiliate link so you can support me. All in all, the products performed really well. I'm very impressed. This was my first time trying out Merit Beauty, and I am really impressed with the products. The packaging also is very beautiful and high quality, and it looks like a high-end brand. And don't forget, if you make a purchase before December 24th, you're going to be able to get the holiday gift bag. Thanks again for watching today. Let me know what kind of videos you would like to see from me. Be sure to check me out on Instagram as well. I will link that in the caption too. And aside from that, I think I'll just see you in my next video. Bye and happy holidays!